Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Fork. Welcome to my first video for 2023. In this video we are going to speak about very important thing, about the thing that happening right now in the markets, about the things that right now are moving the markets, about the fear and greed index, and why I think that all these forecasts for 2023 of other analysts or YouTube bloggers are actually 95 percentages of them are wrong. I'm sure that you already saw few videos about forecasts about the prices for Bitcoin in 2023 that it's going to reach 40, 50,000, and since then it's going to crazy dump. I'm sure that you already saw it, and if this video is the first video that you are actually seeing, then actually click on the like button, guys, click on the subscribe button, and let's start with this very important video. Of course, in the end of the video, you will actually understand why I think that all these forecasts for Bitcoin prices, for Ethereum prices, are wrong by 95 percentages. Of course, it's not a financial advice. This is just from how I'm seeing the market. I'm trading and investing in cryptocurrencies, of course, in stocks as well. We're going to speak about S&P 500 as well. I'm trading since 2016. And what I'm seeing right now in the market is actually the same, but the opposite that we saw when the price of the Bitcoin was 68, 69,000 of US dollars for one Bitcoin. And of course, this is very interesting because right now, and I'm sure that your friends are speaking about recession, your friends are speaking about hike rates, that the rates in the Federal Reserve on the central banks will be much higher than they are now, right now. And of course, we are going to speak about everything about the pandemic. We're going to speak about the money printing and of course, by the history, what happened every time when the inflation was more than 5 percentages. This is going to be very important video for 2022 if you are investing or just trading with cryptocurrencies and with S&P 500 with stocks. And of course, I will make my own forecasts about my predictions for prices for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and another few altcoins. By the way, write me in the comments below which altcoins you want me to make about them predictions for 2023, of course. But in the next video, before you are watching this next video about my price predictions, this is very important to end to don't this video until the end, because in the end of the video I'm sure that you will understand everything and you will understand my point of view, why I think that something special this time is going to happen with Bitcoin and with the stock market, guys. So click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, and let's start with this very important video. In this video, of course, I want to make this technical analysis, this quick technical analysis for Bitcoin and for Ethereum. I will make it very quick just because a lot of question about that. But of course, after that, we are going to speak about the situation that happening in the market. And I want to start with the reason why I think that no one will buy the dip, unfortunately, because actually all the story started when we broke the 20,000 of US dollars for one Bitcoin, when everyone told us that they are going to buy Bitcoin at 20,000. This is very important to see this video, guys, until the end. I'm sure by 100 percentages that you will understand my point of view in the end of this video. So our story started when we touched this 20,000 US dollars. It was in June 2022 when we fell, when we dumped since 29,000 US dollars. By the way, 29,000 US dollars, this is the level that everyone spoke that will never broke. This is the level where Elon Musk is actually bought Bitcoin. Um, All right, so we broke this level of 29,000, then we immediately go to 20,000. From 20,000, we broke for 17,500 US dollars for one Bitcoin. So everyone always telling us that if Bitcoin will be 20,000, I will make all in and buy this Bitcoin. But what happened here when we touched this 20,000, guys? Then we dumped to 17,000, then a lot of bloggers, analysts telling us that we're going to touch 15,000, then 14,000, 12, 12, 11, and 10,000 US dollars for one Bitcoin. But actually, what's happening every time when we have this crazy dump? And I think that in the short term, again, not a financial advice, we will see this dump again in the cryptocurrencies. But I think that it will be, guys, the last dump. I think that the last price that we are going to see, the worst case scenario, is 14,000 US dollars for one Bitcoin. I think for Ethereum is about 700 US dollars. I already spoke about that. And actually, why I think that it's going to happen, because everyone right now, and I saw a lot of predictions of other analysts, and I'm speaking with a lot of people from the industry of cryptocurrencies, and everyone is telling the same thing. The recession is coming. The interest rates are going to be higher and higher. No one is going to lower the interest rates. And if someone is going to make lower the interest rates, then it's actually called the Fed pivot. Then what's going to happen is crazy dump all over the S&P 500 and actually Nasdaq and all the markets, of course, the cryptocurrencies as well. But in this time, I think that's something going to be very, very special, because as you can see right now, there is a fear and greed index in front of your eyes of the stock market. And right now, there is a fear on the market. This is not like the fear and greed um, analysts, exactly because in the stock market, when the fear and greed index are touching these levels of fear, this is like extremely, extremely, extremely fear in cryptocurrencies. We can see that 1 year ago, even 1 year ago, when everything was positive, the fear and greed index showed us 51, means natural, means no one was positive, because everyone just waited for this hike rates. Everyone just waited for this recession. By the way, about the recession, guys, I think that right now we're in the middle or in the end of the recession. I think that the recession is already happened, but actually I think that no one is speaking about that, and everyone is speaking about that. That right now is the end of of the bull market and is the start of new bearish market again, because everyone is speaking about that, guys. And it's really reminding me the situation when the price of the Bitcoin was 68, 69,000. Look at your favorite analysts and look at your favorite YouTube bloggers, what they told you in this period of time. And I think that this is exactly what is happening right now with the stock market. And this is exactly what's happening right now with the cryptocurrency market, because just look at that. Right now, we are on fear on the stock market. If we're looking, and let's look together at an S&P 500 stock market, we can see that everything actually is looks very, very positive. So yeah, we saw this crazy dump in the stock market, but I think that this is happening only because of the fear in the market. But look at this amazing bull market that I think that actually started like about 15 years ago, 50 years ago in the stock market. Look at this crazy bull market that actually just going and going well. And since 2009, we're seeing this crazy bull market. So if we saw this small dump in the S&P 500, why everyone have this crazy fear? Why 1 year ago, guys, when the stock market hits the all-time high and the S&P 500 was it 400, 4,800? Why a lot of people are feel natural and not extremely greed? And actually, this is my point of view. I think that everything that happening right now with the market means that all these companies fell by 90 percentages. All this Carvana by 99, Peloton 95%, Coinsbase 92%, yeah, Lemonade 93, Robinhood 91%, Snapchat 90%. Big companies like Zoom, guys, and everyone must have a Zoom in his home because right now everyone is using computers. I am always speaking with my partners with Zoom. This application fell by 90 percentages. Spotify 80 percentages. Tesla, it shows 72 percentages, but actually Tesla is 80 percentages and Netflix fell by 60 percentages. This is crazy. A lot of people right now are actually extremely fear have got extremely fear from people that I am speaking with. I think that all the situation going to end in the near future in the next 2 3 months, and I don't think that 95 percentages of the people that sure that the market is going to go to the recession are right, are correct, because when everyone is thinking something, the opposite is always happening. And this is, guys, my point of view for the situation that's happening. I think that in the next 1 2 months, and by the way, we spoke about that, about the Santa rally, when the Santa rally is not happening in the last week of every year and in the first 2 3 days of the next year, means last week of 2022 and first days of 2023, we see these red candles. By the history, and you can check my words, the next 1.5 months are always by 99 percentages always negative. This is the same thing that I think that going to happen this time, and I think that unfortunately the button is going to be around February March in 2023. Then everyone will wait for the recession, and I think that they will wait for the recession for a long time because United States of America have a very strong economic right now, and I think that this is just fears. Look what's happening right now, when why I think that this is not the button. Look what's happening right now with the fear and greed index on the cryptocurrencies. The same thing, guys. Right now there is a fear on cryptocurrencies by 27, 26. By the way, this thing is calculated by all the feedbacks on Twitter, on Google, on the news, on the CNBC, all the biggest news companies, and everything is calculated into this index of fear and greed index. When everything is positive, when everyone is speaking about Bitcoin what to the moon and Bitcoin 200,000 US dollars, this is here extremely greed, and the fear and greed index is showing us 94, 95, 96 points. But right now, I think that we're going to see a huge dump in the next few months. Since then, again, my predictions for 2022 for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and another few altcoins will be released in the next few videos, guys. This is why I'm asking you, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button if this information is, of course, interesting for you, and if you are investing in cryptocurrencies. I think that already the big companies already made their own dump, and you can see it in front of your eyes. You can see here more companies that actually, like Meta, that fell by 70 percentages as well. And actually, Meta is company that building the future. Meta is company that building the metaverse, guys. And think about that again. I think that the altcoins are going to have another dump of 30, 40, maybe even 50 percentages, because as you can see right now in front of your eyes, this is the total market cap of all the cryptocurrencies, and you can see that we have another few steps to fall. You can see that we actually can touch these levels of 470 billions of US dollars for this market. I think that the Bitcoin is going to fall by another maximum 20 percentages. And again, I know that everyone is waiting for Bitcoin at 14,000 US dollars. But this is very important because everyone is waited for 20,000 as well. And I knew a lot of people that the fear is just came to them and they didn't bought Bitcoin. And I know a lot of people that waited for 16 and 17,000, and right now they are not buying because they believe in Bitcoin for 14,000. And I think that when the Bitcoin will be 40,000, I think that this is the bottom for this bearish market, that this will happen in the next 2 3 months maximum. Again, not a financial advice, but again, everyone will wait for 11, 10,000 for one Bitcoin. And in these levels, we are not going to touch. And I think that we're going to touch the next support level of 450, 470 for all the market cap of all the cryptocurrencies. And right now, let's go for the last part of this video. Of course, we are going to speak about the inflation and about the Fed's funds rate, about the central rates of the Federal Reserve. And this is very, very important because everyone is showing us the history and everyone is right now is speaking about the recession. Everyone is speaking right now about this, that everyone is right now is firing a lot of workers in a lot of jobs. By the way, you can look at the CRM company. CRM company is company Salesforce that actually sells CRMs. CRM is a program where you can see information about your clients, their phone number, first name, last name. You can see the conversation with these clients. CRM is actually the situation in the market. When CRM is falling, I think that this is actually the small sign for recession or bad things that coming. We saw it in 2008. We saw this down for $4 for from $16 we fall for $4, and the same we're seeing right now. And this is why I think, and right now, by the way, we are at the prices of about the corona dump in 2020. I think that right now what's happening with CRM is actually what's happening in the world. As you know, right now the apartments, no one is buying apartments because they are waiting, they are afraid of higher interest rate. No one is buying cars because, as 90% of people already know, when you are just bought a new car and you are just driving it out, like you are making your first drive, then the cars is losing about 10, 15 percentages of the value. And you need to understand that you are paying interest rate. Means no one is right now buying cars, apartments, no one. Actually, people are doing that, but the number, the amount of these people are actually falling day by day. And we're seeing that actually already, I think, from my point of view, this recession is happening already since the end of 2021. I think that all this 2022, when we just started to see these high rates of the Federal Reserve, I think that already the bad things have started. But of course, because the economic of the United States is very, very strong and people are working and people are not losing their jobs in big, big amounts, this is why I think that we still didn't saw the recession, because the thing that I'm going to speak in few moments. But actually, by the history, every time when the inflation was above the 5 percentages, the Federal Reserve always made the funds rates higher than 5 percentages, just by the history. But what's happening right now, and this is very, very important to understand, and why I think that everyone, 95 percentages, 99 percentages are actually wrong, is because of what you are seeing right now in front of your eyes. China Health Commission stopped publishing daily COVID numbers, and this is very, very important because China's actually right now are not believe anymore to COVID. They understood that they can't actually stop everything around the world only because this virus. They understood it already, and this is very, very important because people are don't know, but all the inflation, all these things are happened. The main thing is China, because from China you can see all these boats that going all over the world, that actually because of China these boats are didn't work. We have very, very big problems with supply around the world, and this is why the inflation was really, really high. I think that already we saw the peak. Again, everything might happen in the next few months, but this is from my point of view. And this period of time, we see crazy, crazy money printing, and you can just imagine that the money printing, the money is waiting somewhere. These 30 percentages that printed in 1 year are waiting to go back to the market. The US dollars that printed all over the 100 years printed of all the supply about 30 percentages, guys, of the biggest country in the world with the biggest economic printed 30% of all the dollar supply just in 1 year. This money are waiting, and I think, again, just my point of view, write your comments below. What do you think? But I think that when this money will went back to the market, and well, the Federal Reserve will even stop to rise their rates. I think from this point of view, we're going to see again crazy pumps to the S&P 500, because if you are looking at the graph, there is nothing negative in what you are seeing in front of your eyes. All right. If you are looking at Bitcoin, there is nothing negative that you can imagine that will happen. Even much worse. Even Bitcoin was 3,000 just 4 years ago, guys. 4 years ago, the Bitcoin was 3,000. It went to 69,000. Right now, we see correction to 16,000 US dollars. And this is very important, because what I'm going to say right now may be going to surprise a lot of people that's watching this video, and share this video with your friends, because this is very important. If the Bitcoin prices are going to reach 30,000 of US dollars, 40,000 of US dollars in the next few months, in 2023, I think that already the bull market will start. And the bull market will start when the Federal Reserve are going to stop their interest rates, hike the interest rates. And of course, the bull market will start when these 30 percentages are going to went back to the market, to the stock market, and to the cryptocurrency market. And this is the reason why right now a lot of people got this crazy fear. And actually, we are right now going to the beginning of this video, that right now there is a crazy fear on the stock market and on the cryptocurrency market. Guys, write me your thoughts on the comments below. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button. See you in the next cryptocurrency video. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Bye bye.